Boys, today is day 7 or 1 week of making our tower defense game, and we made a ton of progress so far. We got waves set up, we got multiple enemies spawning in, and we even have tower placement and like rotations and all that good stuff, except for right here because there's like a little spawn system, but everywhere else it shall work except for the places where it shouldn't, like the mountain, the trees, or the track, anything like that. It works up here for like sniper placements and stuff like that. So guys, we have made a ton of progress on this game. Today our main focus is going to be animating these towers. So day 7, we got a big task ahead of us. I'm not too sure how this is going to go because I'm following Gnome Code's video and making my own style game from that like series. Obviously I'm using different troops than he's using. He's got his own like set of things, set of animations. I don't know how to animate, so today we're gonna see if we can make this operator, M1911 operator, actually shoot his gun and, you know, make it look like he's actually killing the enemies. So that will be pretty interesting to find out if we could do it, but it's gonna be a long episode. Maybe for me, maybe not for you, because I'm gonna edit it down. But let's jump into it and see what our first task is. All right, guys, so we did a few things here. I actually set up an idle animation and an attack animation. Now, let me tell you guys, I can't say it's my best work. You know, this is my first time ever even trying this. So I got some pretty basic things. Now, the attack animation is fine. It just shoots the gun. It's pretty simple. The idle, I don't know. It's kind of goofy, but you guys will see it. We still don't have it, like, actually in the game yet. Now, one thing I don't really understand in this game right now, or at least from watching the video to what I'm doing, is for him, he has this folder called configuration folder. And when I looked that up, so like I just type in configuration here, right? I only have configuration. I don't have a folder. So I don't know if that just means put it in a folder and name it configuration folder or what, but I just have the configuration thing down here. And then I got those two animations right here and here. So hopefully that'll end up working. Now, I don't remember what I did for the, what's it called here? Where are they? We did something similar for the mobs, but I'm an idiot and I can't find them right now. Here they are. So let's just say the gunner, go in here, and what did we do? So we just made a folder called animations, and we just threw in the animation right on in there. So I don't know if that's what we got to do here. I guess that's what I shall do instead of what I have right now, because those are working. So you know what? When something's working, don't change it up, boys. Don't change it up, right? At least for right now, let's just go like this. Maybe his video is a little bit outdated, so we'll go like that, call animations, and then we'll throw both these animations actually right on in there. We'll just delete that configuration thing right now, and then we'll continue with the video and see what we got to do. Let's get it. All right, guys, so we're setting these animations up here. We pretty much had the mob animations already working within the game, but what we did was we made it more generic. We renamed it to just straight up animations, and that's going to cover both the towers and the mobs, and we did all these changes here. So if you're following along, guys, that's a lot that we changed up, and, you know, I recommend maybe pausing the video right here, going back, or whatever you got to do. But like I said, you know, we should probably test it out, make sure it is working indeed. Otherwise, well, that's not good, right? So let's test this out, play, and we should have the things walking. And so these guys are still walking, so that's a good sign. Now we got to try out the mob. Now that's not a real mob. Remember, that one's just placed from the folder, so I got to delete him. But is he working? Actually, I thought I saw his gun move at least once, but, well, he's definitely not idling, and he's definitely not attacking. I mean, he's attacking, but he's not actually attacking. Well, we do have some output down here, so let's see what this is saying. So we're getting an infinite yield on workspace.towers.m1911. Okay, so I'm not sure what that means. I have no idea. An infinite yield. So what I could do is I could use ChatGPT for this, guys, 100% here. That would be probably the play, and we can figure this out in no time at all. So let's do that real quick, and then we should solve all of our problems. All right, guys, so what we did was we just, you know, copied it into AI. We just, you know, asked for some recommendations, and it kind of gave us just more safety checks. And basically it's telling us the animations folder not found in the M1911 operator here, and then that it's failed to play the idle animation. Now, that is actually a very simple reasoning why, because we edited this dude right here that was just straight up in the workplace, which I actually never brought back on over to, I believe we have the mobs and the towers in replicated storage here. So this guy right here, right? So we're going to delete him, and we're going to drag this guy right back on in there. So now in this folder, we should have the correct guy. The animation folder is now here. So let's just go ahead, try this out. Hopefully AI came to our rescue here. Let's just kind of make this a little bit smaller, and then we're going to go ahead and try this out. So we put them down. It says animation idle not found in workspace.towers. Okay, hold on here. So animation idle is not found in the workspace dot towers and then inside of him. Okay, so with that being said, let's go in here, check towers. So we got the operator right here, guys, and the animations and idle. Okay, very simple fix. Now, that's because, okay, let me just stop the game real quick. I probably shouldn't have named it that. We just need to name it idle. And then, guess what, guys? We should be chilling. So for that attack mode. Well, when we get to that, we're not there yet. I don't think this is going to be attacking yet. This is just going to be our idle animation. So for right now, though, let's try this out here. So we'll click play now, and then we will put the dude down, and let's see what we got. So, okay, he's moving. He's moving. It's a little goofy. Like I said, we could always work on that. It's not the hardest thing in the world to change now that I know how to do it. But, boom, we'll get him down, and then eventually, we don't have the attack animation in quite yet, but we're gonna get there. And then right now I kind of just have him like moving his gun a little bit. This is just like I said, the idle one, so just have it like that. And then I probably should have just moved his head to like the left again, just so that way it looked a little bit more normal and a little bit more natural. But like I said, that stuff is always something we could fix, or if someone's really good at making idle animations, maybe they could help us out. So nothing that I'm too worried about. All I'm worried about is I figured out what to do and how to fix it. So that's good. Let's figure out how to get the attack one actually going, because right now, like, I know I didn't show it, but basically the attack animation is just him kind of like pointing the gun at them and then shooting. But also, eventually, we're going to have him actually face the enemies. Right now, he's kind of just faced the way you actually place them in. And remember, you can place them in like this, or you could press R and then like move them around however the heck you want, which is pretty neat. Still not the way we want it, but we're getting there. We're getting somewhere, all right? We're getting somewhere with this. Let's keep going. Let's keep grinding. Let's figure this out. Long video, so we still got a lot to go through here. Let's get it. All right, guys, so we are now working on the actual ability of the towers to face the enemies and attack them and make it actually look better. So this is what we got. We added a lot more code in. Remember, it's all connected in a new way now. So I was having some issues. Remember, I had those like extra folders inside the tower. I had to just delete them, and I also had an extra script in the tower, which was the tower testing. We set that up like episode 2 or 3 maybe. Deleted that. That's all combined now with our module script here for towers. So that's all in here. All the stuff's in here. If you guys followed along, or you want to like pause and take a screenshot or whatever you got to do, just pause the video. No screenshot really needed. But this is what we got. This is where we're at. So now with, I believe it was, let's see here. I'm going to show you guys the area. So in here, this is where, like when you spawn in the tower, a lot of this new code here is going to help us actually turn and face the enemies and then attack. So that's good. That should be all set up. And then I believe, actually, I don't know if I showed you guys this or not yet, but this code here is a little bit different now too, because now once the enemies come close, we're actually going to be doing our attacking animation, not just our idle animation. So let's just go in here and test this all out, see what it's looking like, and that's going to be a big step, hopefully in the right direction for us. So hopefully no errors, hopefully the animations work. Let's find out. So boom, we'll put him right here, and he turns and he fires. All right, cool. Now the firing animation is not exactly how I want it. I don't know what the issue with that is. Like I set it till the gun goes all the way up and then he shoots, but okay. And also now when the enemies are like, there's no enemies near him, because I set the range a little bit different now. He should be doing the idle animation. So yeah, like I said, these animations, not great. That was my first time ever experimenting with that. So we're going to try to make those a little bit better, but it works. So that's cool. And like, I'm not one-shotting the enemies anymore, because I actually turned it down a little teeny tiny bit. So we're not doing like 500 damage, as you guys could see here. But here we go. Let's see what these guys could do right here. We'll just put down a couple extra dudes around, and they should be attacking. Now, I don't know what the range is. Obviously, we don't have like a range feature yet to show us like where we're attacking. But guys, this is looking like a tower defense game, minus how ugly that big operator, GUI right there is. But we'll fix that later on, I'm sure, throughout the series of Gnomes videos. But anyways, guys, I mean, look at this. This is looking good. Day number 7 is definitely a success. I mean, I could go into the animations, kind of look through that. I was actually kind of thinking and wondering, I mean, like, if I stop this real quick, inside the tower here, there was a weight in here somewhere. I forget where it was. Oh, wait 1 second right here. What if I do weight 0.5 and then just kind of see what that looks like? It's either going to look worse or better. So let's find out how that looks. All right, so we'll throw down a guy right there. And it looks like that would be attacking too quick, because now the animation's not even going off. Or it's just the fact that I got to make the animation super fast. So here, I have an idea. So if we make this to point, I think it was actually just 1 second, right? So I wonder, I don't know, but I wonder when I was actually doing the animation here. Let me just copy this guy. And you know, we could go into this and look into it together here. I'm just kind of curious. I'm just kind of curious. Let's see what happens. We're going to go to plugins. We're going to open up the animations editor and we'll select the part right there, which is this operator, leave it the way it is. And now we could try to maybe redo this real quick. So we're going to grab this arm and it's at the base form right now at the bottom. So maybe, see, that's 0.1 seconds. So I don't, maybe like 0.5, which would be right here. Right here, maybe we grab the arm and bring it all the way up, which would be there. And then at 1 second, we, oop, not like that. Hopefully I could get it. Nope, nope. We bring it back down like that. So now let's play it and see what he does. Okay, cool. So that's every 1 second. And that's what the wait is, every 1 second. Now, theoretically, in the future, we're going to have different enemies attacking at different speeds and stuff like that. So that's all going to be factored in. But that should theoretically be the right solution for us on that whole problem. Okay, so let's just, name this like attack or whatever. I don't know, a couple of Ks. Who cares what that says, right? We'll just make a right studio. Just put a couple of random words there, letters. Who cares? I don't care, not me. Submission failed. Oh no, I guess you can't do that. Dang it. Okay, well, hold on a second. Export, and we'll try this again. So, attack, test, and M19 test. All right, let's just try that. Crazy Clip Studios, save, and that works. Probably because I spammed the keyboard there. It probably wouldn't let me do it. But I got the ID anyways. That's right there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our animations, into the attack folder here. And I actually, not accidentally, but I did end up closing the properties menu here, but we got this right here. So we're going to paste it in up in animation ID. And now let's go ahead and give the game a shot here. Let's just see what happens. He's probably not going to be working. He might be working. I don't know. Anyways, let's try this out. So now it looks like, I mean, he's still doing the same exact thing. So maybe I have to make it every 0.5 seconds and just make it quicker. That might be the difference. Okay, so let's stop that real quick. And instead of it being there, like I said, we'll drag this down to, that's about 0.2. Put that there. And then we'll put this one at 0.5, which should theoretically be right there. If you guys are struggling, I'm struggling too with this, the way this looks right now. I don't know why it's looking like this. It's like too hard to see because like average laptop, and then it makes it smaller. But if I go like HD, then there's like no way I could see that. So I got to go 720 and hopefully just be able to see it. I don't know. It looks kind of goofy. Anyways, if I zoom into the timeline, does that not actually let me zoom into the timeline? I guess not. All right, whatever. Let's just test that out. See if that makes a difference. Oh, well, I didn't save that, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to go in here and actually save that really quickly. Let's just play it, though, see how quick it looks. Okay, so, I mean, that's fine. That's exactly what we want. But let's export that again. So test, attack, M19. We'll just call it that. Test, and then just put the studio there. And it worked. So get the ID. Go back down to, or actually go up, sorry. Go up here. And paste that in. I just want to make these animations look a little bit cleaner so the game, theoretically looks better in the end of the day. Now let's go put our dude in. And now, I feel still like he's not raising his gun high enough. That just doesn't look like he's shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That just does not look right in my eyes. Now, I wonder if we had to go in like, hold on here. Let me go to, stop that real quick. In here, we'll do 1.5. I'm just curious. Let's just try some stuff out. We're going to see what happens, what goes right, what goes wrong. Put down our guy. And no, he's still like not raising his arm all the way. And I don't know why. Why would he not be doing that? Like, you guys see what I'm talking about, right? He's just not raising his arm all the way for no reason. The only thing I can think of now would be, I have an idea. We could just completely exaggerate it by doing this. So stop. We go back to here. And instead of, we could just delete them. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. We don't have to delete that one. But I should actually probably. So I'll go right here. And then we'll click the arm. And maybe we'll put it like up there. So just like huge exaggeration, right? And then a couple seconds later, not even, we'll bring it back. Oh, not that way. Sorry. Bring it back down to the ground. All right, now let's give this a try. Play. Yeah, that looks more like it. Maybe I'm just not going high enough. All right, hold on. We might have it now. That might actually just simply be the problem. It might not have been the whole thing, like the gun at all. It might not have been a problem at all. It might just be this. So we'll call this M1911 attack anim, and then attack, boom, and then creator, studio, whatever, boom. Hopefully get the code. It did give us the code, so we'll close that. Go to the attack thing, put the ID in, whatever. Cool, looking good. And then now let's play the game and let's see if this is better now. Hopefully this will do it. Not really. It looked like it did the first time, but then after that, it just didn't really look right, right? Like, you guys know what I'm saying, right? Like, this first time, let's see how he does. Yeah, first time, it's good. First shot is fine. After that, it seems to become a problem. So maybe there's something else in here that's just screwed up. So let's see. So is looping, so we'll put that on no, because we don't want to loop it. And then priority, it says core. Oh, action. Okay, well, let's try that again. And let's just see. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. All right, let's just play that one more time. Okay, so that's cool. That's good. Let's just test this. So set looping is false. Action is priority. Okay, now let's export it one more time. And we'll see here if this is the one, guys. Let's see if this is the one. M1911 operator. Come on. Attack. And just the studio, set that up right. This has got to be the one. This has got to be the one, guys. If it's not the one, then I don't know why that don't look correct. But let's see if it's good or not. Come on now. It might have been because it was looping. I don't know, though. Let's see. No, guys, it's still... Like, it's working. Don't get me wrong. It is definitely working, but it ain't working the way I want it to work. So that's a problem. Now, this is at 1.5. Let's just turn that back down to 1. Try this again. So he attacks quicker. Let's see. Like, the first time's perfect, but then he doesn't do it perfect anymore. You see that? Like I wonder, hold on. Let's go, let's super, super exaggerated here. Let's go 3 seconds. This will be like the camera woman unit. Let's just see what that looks like. Maybe it is that. I don't know, though. We're going to find out. Come on, let's see. So, boom. That's good. Boom. Okay. It is, I think, how quick he's attacking. I actually think that's what it is, guys. It, like, gives the animation time to reset, which is weird to me because I just don't feel like that should be an issue at all. But now I just kind of want to, like, make the idle animation a little bit nicer because that is just looking a little bit goofy. I'm not going to lie, guys. So let's go in here and let's see if we can make ourselves a nice idle animation. That's all squared away now. We're good with that. But now let's just, like, go in here, maybe click new. That's fine. Yeah, we don't need to save it. We already did. All right, cool stuff. So in here, we can do an idle animation now, and I don't know exactly, like, the strat for this. Like, we don't want it to go too much, right? But maybe go back, and that's fine. Maybe, like, a little head tilt, and then we go, like, a second forward here, and then maybe we just kind of move it back, just down a little bit. Nothing crazy, don't have to do anything too wild here. And then maybe just a little, like, little head rotation like that. Maybe even, like, a little bit of, like, a side turn, and then a little bit forward. We go back, oops, like that. And then we could even come back the other way, just to the, like, middle, like that. Let's just kind of see how that's looking. Play it. That might be a little too fast, so we'll kind of maybe extend these out just like that. Just, nothing crazy, like I was saying. Just make it a little bit nicer, a little bit cleaner. These are also kind of, maybe a little too close to each other here, so just extend it out. I'm just trying to make this look somewhat decent. I'm not saying it looks terrible. I mean, it doesn't look great, but I most definitely want to make it look as good as I can. You know what I'm saying? So that's the play here. We'll kind of maybe just go, like, up a little bit on that arm, and then back here, just bring it back down. It's just going to be looping the whole time. So that's the fun part of this. All right, so We do that. Same thing with this arm. Just kind of maybe bring it out to the side and down a little bit, and then bring it back up. All right, let's just try that from the start. I mean, I don't know about the head tilt. The head tilt might be a little too quick, so I got to figure out which one the head tilts are. I forget now. I think it might have been. I think it's like. No, I don't know. I don't know which one the head tilts are, but it's not horrible actually. Now I feel like that looks a little bit better. Looks like he's like just chilling and not like. Yeah, I mean, other than the head tilts, if we could just get rid of that, which I think are these maybe, these couple ones in the front here. Let's just delete those. And, oh, might be this one. Delete. Okay, let's just try this head tilt. Okay, so there's still one more head tilt, which might be that one. And let's see here. So, no, there's still one more, guys. There's still one. Okay, I think that was the one. That was the, okay, yeah, okay, we got it. All right, so maybe every like 0.5 seconds, like here, then we'll grab the head and just twist it like barely anything at all, and then come all the way up to here. Twist the head like, I don't know why it's so hard to like twist the head, but like that. And then out here at 1.5, it'll just come back to pretty much normal. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, there we go, guys. There we go. And let's see, how good are the arms right now? Are those? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Now, it's going to be looped, so we got to set the looping to true, and then this would be idle animation. So let's just try that out. Let's see if it, no, it doesn't, wait, oh, it's still going. Okay, see, I don't like, it's doing something with like the body. Let me just see here. You see how it's doing that big tilt at the end? That's something with like the chest or something. I don't know what that is. Okay, maybe that was the one. Hold on, let's see. You can still like notice it a little bit, but you guys kind of see what I'm saying, right? Like that, it's better. It's better without that big like chest arch tilt type thing going on now. 100%. It still doesn't look completely normal though. I don't know why or how you get it to look completely normal, other than just, you know, keep testing. Maybe just like it has to be longer, the animation here, possibly, or just like just way less noticeable. Like I don't know. I don't know the answer. I think that looks better though. So let's just save that for now, and then we'll go from there. It's definitely better than the one we have right now. So I'm fine with it. We'll just call it M1911 idle, and just call it idle there. Oops, spelled it wrong. Whatever, it's fine. But that's gonna work for us for right now. I think that's, like I said, better than what we have. So let's delete these animation saves. Just delete those. We don't need those. Go to idle, add that in, and you know, maybe like I said, we could get some better ones made throughout, you know, the future or whatever. But for right now, I seriously think that's pretty good, pretty chill in there with that. So we'll put down some of these guys, and then we'll kind of test out some of the idle animation. So that's him being idling right now. So he's kind of just, I mean, yeah, it's definitely noticeable. I just wonder how the other games get it to not do that. It's just a little bit goofy, but it's definitely fine. We're gonna work with that for now. It's something, like I said, that's not too difficult to work on in the future. Like, definitely something that we could have someone either do for us or just get better at in the future. For right now, though, as long as we got the animations actually working in the game, they're attacking, we're able to place troops down, things are working. Like, obviously now we got to get like money set up, rewards set up, the lobby set up, how to actually join matches set up, all that stuff. There's so much more to do from the upcoming days. But guys, that officially marks 1 week, you know, maybe a couple extra days here and there of me like editing them, some days not just, you know, being here, but pretty much 1 week of doing this game. And guys, I can't believe it. This looks like a legit game right now. It looks like a legit game. And then in the future, we're just going to build more maps and stuff like that. But that's not too bad at all. That's like the fun part. I like the building aspect more than the coding aspect. But dang, guys, I can't believe what we're looking at right now. This is a legit game. So I hope you guys are joining my group, because this game will hopefully be coming soon. Hopefully, like by the end of summer, we'll have this game out ready for all y'all to play. And that's going to be pretty epic. Join Crazy Club Studios. I'll put the link in the pinned comment. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And most definitely, if you want to see the future episodes of this channel and in this series, click the bell and turn the notifications to all on. And that way you'll never miss a future episode on this series ever again. So with that being said, go check out my last video. We were doing some other cool stuff added to the game. Don't miss out on any of these. They're all adding something new, and if you guys are trying to learn along, they're going to show you guys something new to help out. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Adios.